undefeated as they head into the bye week, just like everybody predicted. I am Lupagus, and you are here Monday Hangover. Vikings are 5-0. We got Chris Olsen in the house, Tim Voss, Viking funeral. We'll let a few more trickle in before we get started. Will be MIA on this one. He had something, I guess that was more important than talking to you guys. But again, Vikings are 5-0, win in London. No one expected the Vikings to even have 4 wins at this point, let alone be undefeated as they enter their bye. And Chris Olsen says, let's go. After tonight, we'll be the only undefeated team left in the NFL. Bossman says this is the best cure for a hangover. Maybe he's just asking. I'm not sure what he wants there. Dusty Ray, our pal, 5-0, baby. Too early for a beer on the West Coast? I don't think so, Bossman. I don't think so. Go ahead, crack that one open. Have a swallow for me as well. Again, in case you guys are living under a rock, the Minnesota Vikings defeated the New York Jets yesterday by a score of, what was it, 23-17. Again, a game where they had to hold on in the end, but the defense came up big when we needed them to the most. So, hell yes. Hell yes to 5-0. 5-0. God, so great. So glorious. Morning, all 5-0, baby. Like, how great was it to win early in the morning, go to 5-0, and then just have a whole Sunday of football to watch, stress-free. Only thing would have made it better is if, the Bears and the Packers would have lost, but of course they have to win. Tristan, you're right. 5-0 is crazy. We're supposed to be 1-4. That's why I've never been a fan when they start talking about strength of schedules before the season starts. You just don't know who's going to be good, who's going to be bad. I just don't know. I just don't know why they put so much. We always do this. That's what we've been doing lately. Hit the like button as you trickle on in. We appreciate that. Appreciate the support. 5-0 after all the news media said we could be 0-5. Yeah. I mean, really 0-5, like even the worst teams find a way to win usually before the 5th game of the season, before the 6th game of the season. So that was always kind of a little bit crazy. Mason M., how are you doing, buddy? I mean, everybody's got to be feeling good, right? I mean, we're 5-0, bye week coming up, TJ Hawkinson coming back. This Vikings team is already very, very good, and they're only going to get better. No doubt about that. All right, well, let's start talking this thing through again. We'll just kind of touch on some stuff that went down yesterday, and really the biggest one, in my opinion, was the Aaron Jones hip injury. Knocked out, I believe it was the second quarter. I mean, it looked like he was going to have a huge role in this offense, in the game plan yesterday. Goes down. He made that amazing catch on the Nick Mullins throw that was kind of high and up there. He goes up and gets it, and then he ends up getting hurt, I think, a few plays later. Sounds like, though, from Pro Football Talk and also Ian Rappaport, saying that sounds like he's going to be ready to go for the bye or after the bye. So coming back that'll be week 7. We should have Aaron Jones healthy again for Detroit. So that is great news. Bartholomew Lupp, I told you all, skull to the bowl. I think he might be right. But yes, Tristan, it sounds like Aaron Jones will be ready to go when we come back from the bye. So that is absolutely fantastic news. I do want to ask you guys this, and I know One Bar is not on this boat at all, but are we concerned with the offense? You go back 6 quarters ago, we scored 2 touchdowns and I believe 19 points the last 6 quarters. Are we at all concerned about the way our offense is rolling right now? I want to get your guys' opinion before I chime in on that. Any concerns when it comes with this offense? I mean, you look at what they did second half against the Packers. They scored 3 points. This game, they had the 1 touchdown. I don't even know if that was off a drive. I know 3 points came off a bad punt. Obviously, the Ginker had a touchdown. But this offense is kind of starting to struggle to put up some points. Pube of Concern says, Vossman. Boswell says, 5 quarters have been bad in the last 2 games. Was it due to an injury? Well, that's the other thing. Everybody was talking about yesterday. Well, yes, I'm concerned. Darnold's nothing special. Only need to win with defense. That's a good point. 5 quarters have been bad in the last 2 games. Was due to an injury. Mark Phil, concerned with play calling. Yes, Sam wasn't good, but instead of Sam turning into a pumpkin, I think KOC is turning into 2023 KOC. Bob Swedes is concerned it goes asleep in the second half. He was open all day, says David Ditter. yeah, I mean, there was a few times. I know there's one where Munt was wide open and Darnold threw it to Jefferson in the end zone. Yeah, I am a little concerned with the offensive performance lately. And I know Aaron Jones had a big reason why it wasn't very good yesterday. I mean, we started out hot, but Sam Darnold, to me, I noticed this the second half of the Packers game. It's like his feet are kind of looking happy. He's kind of doing this stomp, stomp, stomp where it's supposed to be like, I think three steps, rock your back foot, and then throw. You're not seeing that rhythm from him. I think it goes back to these last 6 quarters, and it's definitely affecting him. His throws have been off. His decisions have been off. Like, I don't like when he just, chucks the ball on the ground in 2nd and 9. I mean, shit, take off and run, do something. So there's something wrong with it right now. There's something wrong. Like, the rhythm's off. And I know the Jets have a good defense, but even, against the Packers, I mean, how do you score 28 points in one half and then nothing, 3 points the second half? Something is up. Mark Phil says, but to give the benefit of the doubt, I think KLC scripts certain people to get the ball, and he's overdoing it. It does feel like he did kind of fall back into that throwing all the time mode yesterday. Granted, Ty Chandler wasn't getting much on the ground. Yeah, you better play calls on 3rd or 4th and short, run the ball, not heap it downfield. I hate that. I hate that too. 4th and 1 and you chuck it deep. If it would have worked, I would have been excited. But at least we finally seen the Sam Darnold sneak yesterday. But during the game yesterday, everybody in the post game was like, "Oh, actually, I think maybe we're streaming live the last part of the 4th quarter there." There was a lot of you guys in the comments that were saying like, "Oh, Sam Darnold has to be hurt. He has to be hurt. He's definitely hurt." KLC's post-game presser, he mentioned injuries to Aaron Jones. He mentioned injuries to Caleb Evans. Nothing about Sam Darnold. I know he took the shot in the chest early, which brought Nick Mullins in for one play, but apparently nothing is wrong with him. Yeah, I mean, Bartholomew, that's a great point. Hawkinson comes back. That could definitely take away a ton of the issues going on. Boswell's wondering with Lee why I throw those 2 long passes. I mean, you're trying to. It's a double-edged sword because sometimes we're complaining, well, hey, they're not going for the kill here. They're not putting their pedal to the metal. You can't have it both ways. That's for sure. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing, Mark Phil. I think Justin Jefferson is now at the point in his career where it's almost like Patrick Mahomes getting hit. Like, if it's close when it comes to pass interference, they're going to throw the flag because he's the best receiver in football. He's earned that. And maybe KLC was like, okay, if they're going to keep grabbing us, I'll keep throwing it there. But, again, Jets are a good defense. I mean, the coverage was sticky all day, whether it was legal or not. They were right in the face of our receivers. But, yeah, this offense, it needs – and I'm glad the Byee is here now. Just because you can, look at these kinks you have, get them ironed out, get them fixed, and get ready to roll as we, have a huge game on the horizon against Detroit. Let's see, Dusty Ray says, I think KLC needs to get his head on his ass and call better plays. All he did yesterday was call deep plays. Well, maybe. Or maybe that's just where Sam Darnold's going with the ball. It's 4th and 2, kick the field goal. So did we didn't turn it over on downs, did we? I was trying to remember. Everybody's talking about not kicking a field goal yesterday. I was trying to think of the point in the game when that happened. Remind me when that was, because 4th downs, please. Eggheads are wrong about 4th downs. I'm not a fan of the analytics. Like, I don't understand going for 2 when it's a 7-point game. Jets are good. We can't deny it. We won't play the best 2 dual corners every game. That's true. That's true. Let's admit that we have played against some tough defense as well. Yeah. We have absolutely. I hate the fact we've accounted for 19 points in the last 6 quarters and 2 touchdowns. Got to be better than that. Again, Vikings are 5-0. You can't argue with the results. You have a great defense that can bail you out. So thank God for that. Chris Bowman, you're right. This Byee, don't worry, folks. Self-scout time. They will reset 100%. Don't chase points till you have to chase points. We turned over on downs when we missed a 50-yard bomb ass on a 4th and 2. Okay. Oh, okay. Harmsy's back. Good to see you, Harmsy. And, yeah, we should talk with the man in that corner, that picture right there. Will frickin' Reichard. Big Willie, long balls. The dude is just money. Like, those kicks are clutch. Those kicks are deep. Those kicks are always money. Like, he was so huge yesterday. Just nailing those field goals, especially when the offense is struggling. You have a good enough defense now. And I just saw Michael Boswell just asked, do we have an elite defense? Hell yes, we have an elite defense. Hell yes. And you have a kicker who can kick these field goals. 9 points, 12 points, that might be enough for us to win ball games. That's how good our defense is, especially when they're putting points on the board themselves. You can win football games that way. Again, I think our offense will get their head out of their ass and figure things out. But it's nice having a kicker like Will Reichard that you can rely on, that you can know is going to make the kick. You can go get a new beer, go take a piss when the field unit comes on. You know it's going to be good. So D. Garcia, I think the problem yesterday was the Vikings scheme all week for the run. Problem was Jones was out. Yeah, I agree. I think Jones was going to have a huge part of our game plan yesterday against the Jets. When he went out, things had to change. Look at this. We got a new member, Jake, the Minnesota sports fan. Thank you, Jake. Well done. Let's get another one. Why not? Viking Funeral, we're not spreading the ball around like we were. Darnold was hitting 9 different receivers when we're productive. Seems like we were only targeted Jets and Addison yesterday. That's a good point. Viking Funeral always has good points. It did seem like a lot of the balls went to those two. Welcome, Big Jake. Welcome, Jake, says Viking Funeral. Trade in a running back. I don't think we'll need a trade trade for running back. It sounds like Aaron Jones will be back against Detroit, so that's huge. Look at Harms. He's already calling him Jake the Snake. Jake the Snake. Look at Mark Phil. 5-0 will take. Yeah, that's the bottom line, right? 5-0. We're 5-0. We're heading to the bye week. Perfect record. It's just a glorious feeling. And like I saw, like our the time we've actually trailed is like the lowest in years, and the other teams that hold those records are like Super Bowl winners. So things are looking very good for Minnesota Vikings right now. Look at that. Braylon Allen running back for Jets. Baby Derrick Henry. He wants Braylon Allen right now. I'm rolling until the wheels fall off, and I just don't see these wheels falling off. I mean, I think just maybe we need to put some air in the tires on offense, but right now, we're 5-0, and that's right. I mean, these are little complaints. It's nice to be able to be nitpicky. And here's another area we need to be nitpicky about. I just don't understand why is our punt return unit so bad? Why are we so bad? Like, first you got to worry about fielding the punt cleanly. Then you got to worry about Caleb Evans holding somebody or Jay Ward blocking somebody in the back. It just keeps on biting us in the ass. And for such a unit where you usually aren't even concerned at all, this punt return thing is really starting to become a problem for this team and for our special teams. It's bizarre. Yeah, see, Mark Phil, special teams need practice. It's just, of all the areas to have a problem, punt return is not one I thought would have been one. Yeah, Harms, that is a great question. Why is Jay Ward on the team? Why is it Caleb Evans on the team? Caleb Evans has a hip pointer. I don't know how that's going to keep him up, but why not try Nuni McLaughlin? Why not try Fabian Moreau? Hell, activate Dallas Gant. Just let him play special teams. I don't understand. Najee is not going to be back till next year. Powell's making me nervous. So let's go back so the Vikings won this game 23-17, and it could have been a much more comfortable win. Ty Chandler, that pitch that went off his hands, the hitting the plant foot with Ivan Pace Jr. on their punt, again, a punt mistake. We had some things that didn't go our way. We're not playing perfect football, but we're still finding ways to win football games, and that's a sign of a great team when you find ways to win. Harm says he's sick of smack talking Evans. Just move on. He effing blows ass. Wow, Harmsy, that was very impassioned of you. I really like that. So again, Vikings are 5-0. Yeah, maybe a little bit of an offensive funk right now. Special teams need some work, but other than that, this defense is so damn good. Talk about clutch. And were we all worried when they were driving down the field yesterday? Hell yeah, we were all worried. Why wouldn't we be worried? Things were not going well. The Jets had all the momentum. It's not going good for the Vikings. But what happens? Stephon Gilmore, veteran move, knows the back shoulder throw is coming, cuts it off, makes the interception, seals the victory. Again, Van Ginkel, that interception, I could watch that thing 1,000 times. How he's so quick to get that arm up, knock the ball, pick it off, and then, just find the end zone. Run was like 60-something yards, 63 yards, I think it was, to get to the end zone. Unbelievable. It's crazy. And I don't know what we can do with Brian Flores. It sounds, a couple weeks later saying, he's not going to get a head coaching job because of his pending lawsuit against the NFL. Hopefully that holds true because we need this guy back next year. Vossman says he looks like Fabio out there. Yes, he does. D. Garcia, our teams played better yesterday and lost. I'm so happy, or so I'm happy. And I do think the London thing, like, I do think it takes you out of your rhythm. I think it's a little bit, it's kind of hard playing overseas. The weather wasn't great. It started to rain. The field looked slippery as hell. We saw a couple guys, Jets and Vikings, slipping and falling on the turf yesterday. So, again, playing in London's never easy. We came out there with a win. That's all that matters. Now we're 5-0 as we head into our bye week. Again, and I saw someone just mention, do you think we'll make a move? I don't know. Quasey's done it. See you, Harmsy. Thanks for hopping in. Van Ginkel, a.k.a. Casper. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we'll make a move. If Aaron Jones was going to be out long-term, then I said, yeah, Vikings are going to look for running back. But it sounds like he's going to be back. He'll be healthy. I don't think we will make a move. Dalton Reisner's coming back, and Ingram hasn't, graded out well, whether you believe in PFF scores or not. His was ungodly low yesterday. So I don't know if there's changes coming there or not. Yeah, I mean, Boswell, you're right. Jets were handsy on JJ all game long. KC isn't losing his alternate. We need, well, Kansas City isn't, Van Ginkel is around my neck. Yeah, nice. Hell yeah. Was that like North Dakota? Where's he from? I think he's somewhere from around there. Or maybe he's from Ohio. I don't know. He's from one of those states with corn. My wife just ordered a Van Ginkel jersey too. I was like, what the hell? I don't even know who he was. So that was good. That's good. Again, Vikings are 5-0. Bye week's coming up. We got a week's worth of rest. And again, another stress-free Sunday. Not that we've been stressed out. There we go. Rocky Valley, Iowa. Home of the Rocky Valley Rocks, I guess. I don't know. Hope you guys weren't called the Rocks. That'd be pretty lame. Yeah, so we got Vikings healing up. TJ Hawkinson will be back. It's going to be glorious. Just imagine this offense. Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson, Justin Jefferson, Aaron Jones. Man, it's only get better. If Sam Darnold can turn this, they're playing like he was earlier, this is definitely going to help. 14 jerseys might start becoming popular. Just saying, yeah, they might. Definitely might. Yeah, this Lions game. What are you guys' early thoughts on the Lions game? This going to be the Vikings' first loss, or are they going to go ahead and just roll Detroit at home? And if you guys were here watching when Najee was on a couple weeks ago, he said he kind of said it like under his breath a little bit. We asked about how much you guys hate the Packers. He was like, we don't hate the Packers. The Lions, though. So I think there is some animosity between the Vikings and the Lions and the players. So this could be the most intense game we have so far this season. Spanking Detroit, Lions will be favored. Yeah, I mean, they're a damn good team. They're aggressive. It's home. Yeah, I mean, the home crowd was huge against the Texans. Hopefully we get some of that as well. Boswell doesn't like the cheesy heads or the kitties, nor the Bears. I think with the Lions, like, they were bad for so long, and all their fans are cockier than hell. Whatever. It's almost, it was cute at first. Now it's just starting to get annoying. Oh, look at Jake, the Minnesota sports fan, will be there. I believe Nitzberg said he's going to be at that game as well. Maybe you guys could hook up. Oh, for his 30th birthday. Well, happy birthday, Jake. Detroit blew their opportunity this year by not signing Hunter. They got Davenport. They got a game and a half with Davenport. They're fine. They're good. Depends what version of the Vikings we're going to get against Lions. We can't play like we did yesterday and win. I agree with that Viking funeral. We can't. But you can't. I also feel like every year you say, oh, the bye's coming at the perfect time. The bye's coming at the perfect time. I'm going to say it again this year. The bye's coming at the perfect time. Aaron Jones got hurt. TJ Hawkinson still about a week away. Maybe the offense is going through a little bit of a funk right now. You can get these things worked out, watching tape, in practice, figuring out new things. I think it's coming at a great time this year. And I know we say it every year, but I really feel like this was just a glorious time for it to come. So, all right, well, we're going to wrap this thing up. Thank you, everybody, for hopping on Monday Hangover. The Vikings are 5-0 as we head into the bye. Everybody's calling them a legit Super Bowl contender, and there's no reason not to. Defense is flying around the football. Offense is usually pretty good. Punt return isn't great. Thank you for hopping on, Vios, man. Thank you, everybody, for hit likes. Thank you for Jake for becoming a new member, and also for the super chat from Mark, Phil. You guys enjoy the rest of your afternoon. For the love of God, Keep your skull in your hole.